ॐ ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णकरुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तुते तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna. I welcome all the devotees for today's session. In yesterday's class, we were discussing various arguments were given by Arjuna to not to fight. So main concern is his concern when his chariot is kept in middle of the two armies, when he saw faces of his fathers, forefathers, teachers, brothers, sons, grandsons, and so on, so uncles, he was thinking that after losing of all the relatives, what kind of happiness is there in enjoying any kingdom? There is no enjoyment. And he is also thinking, instead of such a victory, it is better, it is better to have death. Being killed in battle, he can easily go to Suryaloka and he can have, yeah, better happiness there actually. So that is more Shreya. There is no Shreya, there is no benefit in winning in this kind of battle where one is losing all his relatives. Second, on top of this, he is also saying that, of course, his relatives are Atatais, but still it's good not to kill them because by killing brothers, by killing teachers, grandfathers, and so on, so that will incur sin. Of course, Arthashastra is saying not to kill Atatais, but according to Dharma Shastra, so killing teachers and so on so is not good. So it will give a lot of sin, and not only that, being the cause of the Japan. Being a cause of the destruction of the Kula Dharmas, and that will be leading to increasing of adharma in Kula, in dynasty, that will cause the woman to be polluted, and that will lead to Varna Sankara, and that will lead to so Lupta Pindodaka. Forefathers will not be getting the Pinda in time, and they will fall down. And in this way, the one whoever is causing for the forefathers to fall down from their position, and also whoever is causing for and whoever is doing and causing for the destruction of the Kuladharmas. So he will definitely go to the hell. Narakaya Kalpate. So ultimately, Arjuna was not able to stand also in his chariot and not able to hold his bow and arrows. He is feeling so much nervous and his body is sweating and trembling. So that's why he doesn't want to fight. Like that, that is the situation of Arjuna. He doesn't want to see so destruction of these many people in this battle. So he is feeling this is all, yeah, not good at all, and give this in. Any common man who has attachment for his body and the extended relations due to this body, definitely he will be having so this kind of thoughts. As per our present society, the way of thinking of Arjuna might be looking so good. Yes, because I don't want to see destruction of my own people, and it is not at all good for me. So, like that, the way he has compassion for so his family and his people is quite looks like that is so nice. But what is the fault in Arjuna's thinking? And he is giving the very good arguments. He doesn't want to kill the teachers. He doesn't want to kill his forefather and his relatives and brothers. Of course, brothers might be wrong, and he doesn't want to kill them. And better he want to be killed by them. He will be without weapons and let them kill, no problem. And in such a battle, face to face, he is killed, and he can go to the higher planets. So he is giving very solid argument not to fight. So what is the reply for this? How Krishna is replying for this? This we have to see. Okay. Sanjaya uvacha tam tatha कृपयाविष्टम् अश्रुपूर्णाकुलेक्षणम् विषीदन्तमिदं वाक्यम् उवाच मधुसूदनः. We are beginning second chapter, first sloka. कृपया आविष्टम् अश्रुपूर्णाकुलेक्षणम्. Arjuna's eyes are filled with the tears because of his compassion for his own relatives. and he is lamenting, Vishidantam. He is very much lamenting. And with him, Madhusudana Vakyam Uvacha. Madhusudana spoke sentences. These sentences. You can see what are those. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. Kutastva Vishame Samupastitam. Anarya Justramasargyam Akirtikaram Arjuna. Lord, the Lord is saying, Kutaha Kutastva Kashmalam Idam Vishame Samupastitam. Arjuna is feeling that so much compassion for his relatives. And Krishna is saying that compassion is Kashmalam. That means it is moha. What he is saying, it is simply moha. It is your illusion actually. It is the illusion. Very strongly he is speaking, Krishna. Hey Arjuna, it is your illusion. Kashmalam idam. Idam, this is illusion, moha, attachment, bewilderment. Vishame samupastitam. So, in this critical situation, how, from where this illusion is in you, from where it came? Anaryajustam asargyam akirtikaram. This is not, it's not good for people who are having a good prestige in the society. So pratishtita lokair asevitam. This kind of moha, kashmalam means moha. So should not be there in a well-established person in society. In society, whoever is well-established, who has some respect, whoever is civilized, and for that person, in this critical situation, this kind of moha is not appropriate. And this kind of moha is not going to give either higher planets or otherwise any fame in this material world, in this earth. In this earth. This moha is not good for both of these two things. Aswargyam akirtikaram. O Arjuna. Like this, Krishna is saying to him. So then, what else he said? Klaibyamaasmagamah partha naitatvayupapadyate Kshudram hridaya daurpalyam tyaktvottishta parantapa. Arjuna, who are you? You are my aunt's son only, na? Or something else? You are Pritha's son only, na? Partha, you are my relative or not? How can I expect such a moha in this critical situation? Are you, did you become napumsak? Klaibyam, klevadharmam, kataryam. From where this coldness came? This napunsakata, that means impotency. For a man, it is not at all good. Enemies are standing in front of you and you don't want to fight with them. What is this? And you are my relative. You are my aunt's son. So it is not good for you actually. This kind of moha, ma prapnuhi, don't get. Maybe it is good for other, so fallen kshatriyas. But you are a well-established kshatriya and hero. You are a fighter. You are one of the best fighter in this whole world. And you don't want to fight? What people will think? It's not good for you. Varam idam upapadyatam. And not only that, you are my friend. You are my friend. And being my friend, I cannot expect this kind of coldness. Then Arjuna is saying, what he is saying. Krishna, whatever you are seeing this, it is not coldness. It is not napunsakata. And don't suspect like that. And you are seeing lack of heroism in me, that doesn't mean that I became coward. I became napunsak. No. But actually it is very different. Because Bhishma, Drona and all other gurus, for them, and not only that, for them actually out of righteousness, Dharma, I am thinking not to kill them because they are all my elders, they are my teachers. And not killing the teachers is Dharma. Dharma Shastras are teaching this. So that's why I don't want to fight. And not only this, these Dhritarashtra's sons, they are nothing for me. You don't know Krishna in Agnatavasa, in Virat Parva. You might be seeing, we can all also see. He single-handedly he defeated all the sons of the Dhritarashtra and Karna, Bhishma, everyone, Dronacharya, all are defeated single-handedly by Arjuna. Krishna, you forgot this? What do you think about me? I have coldness. Do you think like that? But instead of that, you should think that I have compassion, daya, compassion for this insignificant Dhritarashtra sons. These easily can be destroyed by my weapons. So this is compassion and this is intelligence. I am very intelligent. And I am following Dharma, and that's why I don't want to kill Bhishma and Drona and so and so. All my uncles, elders. And if you ask these insignificant Dhritarashtra's sons, immediately my weapon can destroy them easily. but I have compassion for them. I don't want to lose, even they are atheist, but I don't want to lose my brothers and I don't want to kill them. Like that, Arjuna can reply. And that's why Krishna is saying, Kshudram. Hey, Arjuna, what you are saying? Kshudram. Hridayadaurpalyam. These two things, whatever you are saying, you have intelligence, and that's why following Dharma. And you are saying you have compassion for Dhritarashtra's sons. Actually, these are all nothing but Shoka and Moha. You have Shoka Moha. These are nothing but, this is not intelligence, it is lamentation. Your Shoka. And whatever you are saying, compassion, that's the Moha. Because you have so much attachment for your grandfather, and that's why if they are killed and you may get lamentation, that's why you are not to kill. Actually, it is not your intelligence to follow Dharma. No, that is Shoka. And you are saying you have compassion towards the Dhritarashtra's sons, but actually it is not compassion, but it is Moha. You have so much attachment for bodily relationship. And these two things are indicating your weakness of your heart. Your heart is not strong. It's your durbalata. Kshudram, hridaya daurpalyam. They are indicating your weakness of your heart. A strong man will never think like this. That's why, my dear friend, you are my friend. Please leave this weakness of the heart. Kshudram hridaya daurbalyam tyaktotishta parantapa. Leave this weakness and get up. You sat in front of everyone in the chariot. Please get up. Tyaktotishta. Hey Parantapa. You are the person who can give the, you can destroy, you can give the pain to the enemies. So giving pain to the enemies and fight with them. Then Arjuna is saying for this. Arjuna is saying, Arjuna uvacha katam bhishmamaham sankye dronam cha madhusudana ishubhihi pratiyotsyami pujarha varisudana. Arjuna is saying, Krishna, you don't know Krishna? Pratibadnati hi sreyaha puja vyatikramaha. Pratibadnati hi sreyaha puja vyatikramaha. People, those who are worshipable, if you don't worship them, if you don't respect them, then Shreya, your benefit for you will be stopped. The will of providence will stop. That means I will not allow to get the any Shreya, any goodness or any benefit. This is Dharma Shastra is saying, Krishna. That's why I am seizing myself from fighting. That's why I don't want to fight. It's a dharma. I am following dharma. Dharma Shastra. How can I kill my teacher and my grandfather who brought up this body to grow like this? Who taught this, this skills, this knowledge? It's Dronacharya. With that, whatever he taught, using that only shall I kill him? How it is good? It's not at all good. And my grandfather is a cause to grow like this. He took care of my whole growth. And with this body, I am going to kill him. How it is? They are all very respectful. And how can I disrespect them? How can I fight with them? Then Krishna is saying, hey, you are thinking like this, but your grandfather and your teacher is not thinking like that. They are holding the weapons and they are ready to face you, and they will not withdraw themselves from this fighting. So if they want to fight with you and still you don't want to fight with them, is it like that? What do you say, Arjuna? Then Arjuna is saying, yes, I can't. I can't fight with them because they are respectful for me. Pujarha. Pujarha. That means both of them are respectful for me. They are very much respectable persons. I should offer flowers onto their lotus feet to the both of them. I should offer flowers, not the shooting the arrows, the sharp arrows I cannot shoot on them, but I will offer flowers to their lotus feet. What do you think? Krishna, tell me, in your life, anytime did you fight with your teacher, with your yadus? Means whoever elder yadus are there, with them did you fight? Did you fight with Sandi Pramani anytime? Tell me. You always fought with enemies only. Did you fight with your own people? Can you show one example from your life? You are Madhusudana. You are Madhusudana. You killed Madhu Dane. Madhu. Madhu means is a one of the name of the Rakshasa actually. Demon. You killed Madhu. Madhu. You killed a demon whose name is Madhu. That's why you are Madhusudana. You are Madhusudana. You are killer of your enemies only, not your relatives. How can you expect from me to fight with my own relatives? You don't have one example from your life. That means you can understand the deepness of the attachment of Arjuna to not to follow his duties. Many times in our life also, we don't follow our duties because of this so much attachment for our own people, because of our pain and pleasure which will come for our senses. So that's why we stop following our duties, our respected duties. Because of this, the human being is degrading from the human platform to animal platform. Because now you are feeling cold, this is a winter season, and if you are not able to get up or not able to attend Mangalarati, you are not following your duty. There's a degradation actually. Out of the pain and pleasure from the senses or otherwise mind, these are all on the mental or otherwise bodily platform only. And because of the bodily inconvenience, if one leave his duty, then he is degrading to animal platform. Dharmena hina pasubis samana. So the main problem is what? Arjuna is going to get the pain. If we see the death of his grandfather, if we see the death of his teacher, his beloved teacher, then that will give the pain to his senses. So that is the main problem actually. He doesn't want to get that shoka. So he doesn't want to get the pain. That is the shoka actually. That is shoka. And whatever the compassion is having towards the Duryodhana, that is a moha. That is only he is himself thinking as his so and so Pandu's son, and they are all his uncle's sons, and thinking himself as body and the relationship which are coming from the body, and is also his own relationship, his real relationship, and that's why he's saying that it is compassion. It's a moha actually. It's a bewilderment. Identifying himself as body. Then further, so Arjuna is going to say, before that, he is saying like this. So after hearing like this, that means, hey, Krishna, you are killer of Madhu's son, Madhu, that is a demon son, not your own relatives. And Krishna said, oh, you are very intelligent, man. You are arguing with me so nicely. It's okay. If you don't want to fight now, being Kshatriya, you don't want to fight now. And you don't want to take back your own kingdom. And because they cheating, they did cheating, na? Duryodhana. In, in this gambling game, they did gambling actually. Juma. Juma khelna. So in that, they did cheating actually. They didn't do fairly the play. And cheated and they took back kingdom of Pandavas. And they were sent for Vanavasa, staying in forest for 12 years. And after that, they should give it back. But they are not ready to give it back. And then being a Kshatriya, what is his dharma? He has to take it back by fighting. There is only, they tried to have some kind of compromise by sending Krishna also, they tried actually, Pandavas. And at least they expected 5 villages from Duryodhana. But Duryodhana doesn't want to give even a single. It means one needle can occupy how much space. That also he doesn't want to give. So then, what is the only the way? But they have to sustain them. As a Kshatriya, the Dharma is what? How he can live, how he can maintain his body. So one can, Kshatriya can maintain body by giving protection to the people and they give tax. With the tax, with the collected tax, he will maintain his body. That means for a Kshatriya, so bodily maintenance, at least for that purpose also they should take back their kingdom. Otherwise, it's adharma. Previously, society is very much strict actually. Everyone follow all their dharmas, their varna dharmas and ashrama dharmas. So which are given for the human beings by the Lord Himself. Dharmastu sakshat bhagavat pranit. It's the Lord's arrangement actually. In this creation, when human beings are created, they also have a dharma actually. How they have to live in this creation that is set by Lord Himself. They are all categorized and they should follow that. It may be the Kali Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, Satya Yuga, or Venu Yuga. That is absolutely necessary actually. But people leaving that arrangement and creating their own dharma and just making chaos in the society. And that is the cause for the destruction of the society. That means fall down of the society. And people's consciousness is day by day is going down because dharma stops man to fall down as animal actually. If the dharma is not emphasized in the society, is not checked in the society by the rulers, then what will happen? People will become animals. Humans will become animals. That's why they are passing the bills or the rules that constitution, through the constitution, they are passing different laws, gay sex, marriages, these marriages, that marriages, and so many reactions you can see as their consciousness is falling down. Society is becoming more and more, is filling with the passion and ignorance. And because of this, you are seeing a lot of nonsense and there is no spiritual progress in the human society. Degradation actually. They are all making the various laws, rules, and regulations based upon sense gratification, not based upon the God-given system. So Krishna is asking him, hey, you are Kshatriya. So how you can sustain, how you can live? And as a Kshatriya, you can live by having your own kingdom. You should take it back. You should fight and get it back and so that you can sustain your life. Otherwise, you cannot live also. You'll die without any food. You cannot beg. You should not do any other activities. So that much strong. That means belief. They used to follow in the previous ages, even in the just 100 years back also, if you see in the Kali Yuga, they are very strictly following their own dharma. Farmer follows his dharma. Brahmana follows his dharma. Kshatriya follows his own Dharma, giving protection. For that, he can live his life. He can fight and he can die. He is ready to die. Brahmana never accept anything excess, and always he is based upon educating the people and doing the sacrifice for them like this by begging from them. He has the potency to earn money. By doing business, he can earn so much money. But he never do that. That is then. That's the rule. That's the dharma. Vaishya, he never tried to become, it means occupying the other's occupation. No, he produce food grains. Whatever difficult it is. He'll plow the land and he never think that, oh, agriculture is not giving me money. I don't want to produce food. I will do something else, business, not something else, some service, job, becoming Sudra. No, he produce food grains. He give protection to the cause. They strictly follow actually. That is upholding the society to not to fall down, to not to be filled with the passion and ignorance. Everyone will be peaceful actually. That is human society. And based upon that, yes, Arjuna definitely should get back his kingdom. Then how he can live? Krishna asked. Then in reply to that, Arjuna is saying, Gurun hatva hi mahanubhavan Shreyo bhoktum bhaikshamapih loke Hatvartha kamanstu guru nihaiva Punjiya bhogan rudira pradigdan. Saying that Gurun ahatvahi mahanubhavan Shreya bhoktum bhaikshamapih. Arjuna is saying, without killing the gurus, better means he doesn't want to kill his gurus, Dronacharya and so on. Better go for begging, Vaiksham. Of course, it is not good for the Kshatriyas, but which is better? So, begging is better. Instead of killing gurus, what is better for a Kshatriya? Begging, alms is better. That is the mind setup of Kshatriya actually now. Or this Kshatriya Arjuna is thinking, better to go for begging alms. And that is good for me. Like that, I should maintain my body. And I cannot fight my grandfather. I cannot fight with my teacher. It appears for present day society who doesn't have any respect for the Dharma, the thought process of Arjuna appears so nice. But what is his critical point here? Missing point? That means present day society also vote for whom? Vote for Arjuna only. Because what is the lacking in Arjuna? He has deep attachment actually. And he doesn't want to get the pain for his senses or mind. By killing his teacher and by killing his grandfather, he's going to get the pain because he has so much affection for them, bodily affection, and that is going to give a lot of pain for him. And he doesn't want to get that. And for that, based upon that, he's thinking like this. That is the main problem, actually. That is the main problem. So, following, irrespective of pain and pleasure, following his dharma, as a Kshatriya, that is going to uplift him actually, spiritually. That is when you do, irrespective of that means coming of pain and pleasure for your senses or your mind, if you follow your duty, that will make that you are not this body. That will make that you are different from this body. That will make you realize you are different from this body. So, which is very much important. So, for present people in the society, they all in the bodily platform, and whatever is giving pleasure to their body, senses, mind, they think that is good. Whatever is giving the pain to their body or senses or mind, then they think that is bad actually. The definition of good and bad is changed so vastly, so badly actually. But the previous people actually, in this Kali Yuga also, good and bad is decided based upon their Dharma, which is given by the God, which is given by the Lord. So that's why so many movies, so many propagandas are going on in defining good and bad so vastly in the society on the name of so-called laws by the constitution and so-called so movies which are giving the teachings to the society day by day, they are degrading the consciousness of the people in the society. Nobody is trying to uplift the society actually, who are responsible being the teachers and so and so. They are all destroying nature, the consciousness of the society. Who are responsible actually? Our teachers, our so-called teachers for the children, our parents, our politicians, all are defining good and bad so vastly, which is filling this heart more and more passion and ignorance. So that's why you are seeing so many unwanted things. And Arjuna is ready to beg alms. Of course, he is further saying, by doing this, in this planet, people may think, on this earth planet, people may think bad about me. People may blame me. Being a Kshatriya is begging. But it is only for this planet. But because not killing of my teacher and my grandfather, that is not going to give any inauspicious higher result. Means Paratrikam amangalam tu naivasya. I will not get any inauspicious results after the leaving this body. If I kill my own brothers and if I kill my grandfather and if I kill my teacher, definitely I will go to hell. But if I don't kill and if I do begging, and now I don't need to go to hell, I'm saved not by not going to hell, from not going to hell. Understanding? So, as per Arjuna's ideology, not fighting is good. Maybe for another 30, 40, 50 years, people may think, hey, he's a beggar. Being a Kshatriya is begging. But I will not incur any sin and I will not go to hell. Then Krishna is giving an argument here. Hey, for what kind of guru you are thinking so much? For what kind of grandfather you are thinking so much? Nachete guravo aliptaha karyam ajanantascha adharmika duryodhanadyanugatastyajyaha eva. Your guru, whom you are respecting so much, your grandfather, whom you are respecting so much. So they are very much indulged in bad things. They don't know what is right and wrong. What kind of guru he is, what kind of grandfather. They are knowing, they are cheating you all, and but still they didn't speak anything. You know. So in that gambling game, they cheated you. You all. They also know. They didn't speak anything. They didn't speak when I went there to give at least 5 villages. Did they speak anything in support of me? So as a fair thing, what they should give back. They should give back your kingdom. What your grandfather spoke with Dhritarashtra. Did he speak anything? Did he speak it is wrong? And they did already Vanavasa and they should give back their kingdom. Your guru did speak any dharma? And not only that, when Draupadi, my sister, is disclosed, that means all clothes are, so they try to take off her sari. They brought her into the full assembly where so many men are standing and just forcefully they brought Dusyasana by holding her hair and they try to disrobing me actually, removing the clothes in front of everyone. And at that time, what your grandfather spoke, huh? What your guru was doing at that time. You are showing, you are telling that my guru and my grandfather are so respectful. Pujar Havari Sudan, you are saying. What is this? And not only that, your grandfather himself said to your brother, Guroravalipta, Gurorapyavaliptasya karyamajanata. Your okay, sorry. Before going to that, I am going to say one more thing. So of course, he's a guru, and of course, your grandfather also guru for you because he taught so many things. Definitely, they are all gurus, they are elders. But when they are degraded from their position, and when they don't know what is right and wrong, and when they didn't act on the right time to do the right activity, they didn't speak dharma. That means they are not knowing what is right and wrong. And such a gurus, so has to be left over. Parityaga. You should leave them. They fell down from their position. Being elder person, what? They have to speak. They have to take the side of the dharma. They didn't take that side. Why? So why you have to respect them? Leave them. Then Arjuna is saying, no, no, they are Mahanubhava. In sloka you can see, Mahanubhavan. They are great personalities for me, my dear Krishna. Kala kamadayopi yehi vashikrutaha tesham bhishmadina kutah taddosha sambhavaha. My grandfather, Krishna, he controlled his lust. He controlled his urge for sex for entire life. For his father's sake, pleasure. He took a vow, young boy. When he was young, he took a vow that he will not get married. He is a pure brahmachari. He controlled the lust. And he has control on the time also. He has death as per his will. He has control on his death. Such a great personality he is. They are controller of time and lust and so and so. Like that, my elders, Krishna. How can you expect any dosha in them? How can you expect any fault in them? There is no fault in them. Then Krishna is saying one word, which he heard, which he know. These words are said by Bhishma directly to Yudhishthira. And those words Krishna is quoting here. What are those words? Arthasya purusho daso dasastvartena kasyachit iti satyam maharaja baddosmyarthena kauravaihi. These words actually said by Bhishma to Yudhishthira directly. O Yudhishthira, O Raja, O my dear Maharaj, money will never become servant of human being, man. It will never become servant of man, but man becomes servant of money. Ardhasya purusho dasa. The servant of wealth or money is what? Man. But money never becomes servant of man. This is truth. That's why, oh my dear king, I am bounded by Kauravas' money. That is their money, their wealth binded me. I want to live comfortably with the Kauravas. That means with their property, I am seized actually, binded. And I became impotent with their money. I became servant of their money. I ate, I enjoyed. That's why I'm not able to speak any truth. So, Arjuna, these words said by your own grandfather to your own brother. So they are greed for the Kauravas' wealth. That's why they are not Mahanubhava. You are expecting too much, actually. You are seeing too much in them, actually. They are faulty people. They are not Mahanubhavas. Hmm. Then Arjuna is saying, Krishna, whatever you may say, if I kill them, I will get definitely pain. If I kill them, definitely I will get pain. Hatvartha kamamstu. Of course, they might be. Artha kamaha means they might be having greed for the money of Kauravas. But I cannot kill them. By killing my elders, I cannot enjoy this kingdom. By killing by killing the elders, whatever the kingdom I get, I cannot enjoy that. That kingdom, that wealth, whatever I get back, that is tainted by the blood of my Rudirak Pradigdhan, by the blood of my elders. That means Arjuna is having so much fear for the water pain is going to come by seeing the death of his grandfather and his guru. He has so much material attachment for them. That is only is making to speak him like this. That is a deep core attachment actually for the his bodily relations actually. Because of that, he is not able to think on higher level. That is a problem actually. So that means after all, he is identifying himself as body and thinking the relationships very important and the pain of losing that relationship with them is thinking and that pain is so much he is feeling and that's why he cannot bear that and speaking like this. Of course, they might be having the greed for the money of Kauravas, but okay. But by killing them, whatever the enjoyment comes that is tainted by with their blood, I don't want that. So that means, according to the Arjuna, what is his understanding about the Drona and Bhishma? Of course, they might be having the greed for the money of Ardha Lubdatve, for the money of Kauravas. But still, they are my gurus. They are very respectful for me. They are respectable persons. Respectable persons. They are my elders. I cannot. So, Ataeva ye tatvade sati guru drohina mama. If I kill them, then I will be guru drohi. So that's why sometimes, not sometimes, many times, we think actually so many points or so many things appear so much good actually. But actually, those are all coming out of the so not to bear the pain from the senses and sense objects, and one is not ready to bear the pain from the sense objects, and because of that, he is speaking, and that speaking looks very good, but actually, it is illusion. Actually, it's an illusion. Arjuna is having illusion now, and he is showing that illusion as Gurudroha, which can be accepted by any common man. That looks very nice for the people who are in the material bodily animal platform. But people whoever is looking for the spiritual growth, who wants to raise themselves above to the bodily pain and pleasure, for them it looks very wrong. That's the standard of the Dharma has to be defined not based upon the sense gratification, not based upon the pleasure or pain for the senses. But Dharma has to be defined based upon the spiritual values, based upon the spiritual upliftment. First of all, people they don't have faith on the Lord, and they don't have any. That means they are atheist. And people who are atheists means they always calculate right and wrong based upon the sense gratification. That is the worst actually. That's the worst state of the society. Now the state means all of you know, it's a technical term. State is defining good and bad based upon sense gratification, sense pleasure. That's why it is. This kind of ruling is worst. Today's politicians, they define good and bad based upon what? Sense gratification. Whichever giving the pleasure to the senses, that is a good day. Prabhupada never wanted this kind of society actually. He wants to revert the whole society. He wants to bring back the subconsciousness of the society onto the spiritual platform. Next. न चेतद्विद्मः कतरन्नो गरीयो यद्वा जयेम यदि वा नो जयेयुः यानेव हत्वा न जिजीविषामस्तेव स्थिताः प्रमुखे धार्तराष्ट्राः. Further, Arjuna is continuing. If I indulge myself in Gurudroha, of course, Krishna, as per your words, I may indulge in doing Gurudroha. Is there any guarantee that I can get the success? Can you give any guarantee for my success? Tell me. Okay, I'll shoot arrows towards my grandfather. But can you give guarantee that I will win? If I don't win, I will incur definitely sin because shooting arrows towards my elders. And also, if I am defeated, I will losing my kingdom also. In both ways, I am getting the loss. So, Krishna, your idea is not good at all. That means you can see the thinking of Arjuna. That means any bewildered person, whoever is in the bodily platform. So, through Arjuna, actually, Krishna showed actually here how man can degrade. He's thinking. So, any guarantee? That means he's thinking both ways it's lost. Definitely he'll get this sin and he'll go to the hell. And also he's not going to enjoy this kingdom. न चेतत् विद्मः कतरन्नो गरीयो यद्वा जयेम यदि वा न जयेयुः. May get victory and may not get victory. So, what is the most probable thing? Victory or the loss? We don't know now. We don't know this. So, okay, if you say If you say, and if I fight based upon your sayings, if there is any guarantee that I will get victory, then okay, Guru Droha I will do, at least I can enjoy this. But that is also not guarantee. I will get the victory in this fighting. Then we may win or they may win, we don't know. So that's why better to not to fight. Better to not to fight. And we don't want to see their death also. So by seeing their death, even if I get the victory, that is equal to the loss only. Because they are very respectable people. So I don't want. I don't want to fight. So this much Arjuna said. Then after that, Arjuna was expecting some reply from Krishna. But after hearing so much logic based upon the Dharma Shastras from Arjuna, so Krishna was not at all speaking anything. So Krishna is thinking that his ignorance is very deep now, and he is covering his ignorance using the so-called dharma, so-called logics from the Dharma Shastra, and he is showing that gurus should not be killed and so on and so. That means he is wrongly interpreting Dharma Shastras to cover his weakness of the heart, and now there is nothing going to happen. Better to not to speak anything. Better to not to reply to him. Krishna was simply quiet. Because Arjuna is arguing so much. So much he was arguing. He is giving so much arguments. So, by seeing this silence of Krishna, Arjuna started saying this following slogan. Karpanya doshopahatas svabhavah pruchami tvam dharma sammudha chetaha yasreyah syat nishchitam bruhitan me shishyasteham shadimam tvam prapannam. Krishna, why you are silent? Why you are not saying something? Please speak something. Actually, I am not able to decide what is right and wrong. I am thinking, being a Kshatriya, my dharma is fighting. But now, I don't know what is inside in me. But that is making me to not to fight, and it is giving me so many arguments to not to fight. My intelligence is bewildered. Actually, I am Kshatriya by my nature. By nature, I am Kshatriya and I should fight. But now that is covered with this kind of illusion. This kripanata, miserliness I got. Towards my dharma, I got miserliness. I'm becoming miser towards dharma. That means I'm a Kshatriya, I should fight now, but I'm not able to get that impulse to fight. Get that inspiration to fight. Why? Arjuna is understand, yeah. He's a Kshatriya and he should fight he's in front of enemies in the battlefield. It's a moment, actually. This moment he has to fight. But inside something is coming and stopping not to fight. And giving so many logics. Naturally, Arjuna is a fighter. And that fighting nature is now is being covered. And he is leaving that and thinking not to fight and beg. What is this? What is his dharma actually? Fighting as a Kshatriya should fight, or otherwise respecting elders, respecting Drona and Bhishma, and not to fight. Dharma sammudha cheta. Dharma sammudha. That means now he is not able to decide what is his dharma. What is his dharma? He is not able to decide. That means his intelligence is lost now to decide what is his immediate dharma now. What he has to do now. He is not able to decide by using his intelligence, because that is now polluted by his deep attachment. So that's why yat shreyah syat nishchitam bruhitan me. Krishna, whatever is good for me, you decide and tell me either to fight or not to fight. Then Krishna is saying, what I am saying, Klaipyam asmagamah partha, Kshudram hridayodbalyam tektottishta. I am saying this is the weakness of the heart. But you are giving so many counter arguments for that, and you are showing yourself as a very learned person, and you are refuting whatever I am saying. So, what can I speak? What can I speak now? Then, in reply to this, Arjuna is saying, Shishyasteham shadimam tvam prapannam. My dear Krishna, I am your now presenting myself, submitting myself as your servant, your disciple. Sorry, your disciple. You accept me as your disciple. And now onwards, I will not break your arguments. I will not break your teachings. I will not refute anything. I accept whatever you say. Please tell me what is good for you. Please. Like that you say. Then when Krishna nahi prapashyami mamanupatya chokamuchoshanamindriyanam avapya bhuma vasapatnam ruddha. When Arjuna submitted himself as disciple to Krishna, and Krishna said, hey, how you can become disciple of mine all of a sudden? Actually, from childhood, we are all friends. We both. Disciple and teacher means that kind of relationship is possible when someone is respected and when someone is submitting himself as inferior. But we are friends. How I can be your teacher and how you can be my disciple? He said like that. So that's why you are becoming my disciple. You go and become disciple of Vyasdev, Dvaipaya. He is very old. And if you can easily, because you can make him as a teacher, because he's already very old. He is not your friend. If there is a friendship is there, then how disciple and guru relationship can come? It's difficult. Then Arjuna is saying, Nahi, nahi prapashyami mama anupadyat choka muchoshanam indriyana. Now, because of something is there in me, and that is making me to cry so much and not able to decide what is right in this situation and what I should do in this situation, not able to decide. Mama sokam anudyat duri kurya evam janam na prakashena pashyam trijagatyekam tvam vina. Krishna, I am not seeing any other person who is going to save me in this situation other than you in this whole universe. You are only the person. So see, that is the submitting. Submission is should be like that. Swasmad adhika buddhimantam brahaspatimapi na jana. Actually, I know from you, my childhood, you are so intelligent. And I don't see even Brahaspati is intelligent than you. You are so intelligent and you are so powerful, actually. And so that's why you know better than anyone else in this whole universe, and that's why I am making you as my teacher. And I surrender to you. And you tell me, what is the cause for this lamentation? See, continuous flow of my tears. My heart is paining so much. So, means Arjuna is not able to, cannot imagine that his forefather, his grandfather will be killed by him. Thinking by that, immediately started crying. So much attachment he has, and not able to decide what he has to do. Crying, and submitting himself, because Krishna is only the best personality who can give the right guidance. And Krishna, by your saying, by your sayings, all this lamentation, whatever I have, will be immediately dried up. But because of crying, my tears overflown and my eyes are drying. My mouth is drying up. So you are only the savior. Achha, Krishna is not accepting so easily. Krishna is saying, Are Arjuna, why your senses are drained by crying? It's simple. Why don't you fight simply and get your kingdom back and enjoy it? All this soka will go out. All this lamentation will go out. By enjoying the kingdom, kingly enjoyments, kingly pleasures, you can easily come out from this soka and somehow come out from this. Then lot of so many things to enjoy if you get kingdom. Simple. On this basis, you can decide yourself, because in future you are going to get the kingdom and enjoy kingly enjoyments, and for that you should fight over. Based upon this logic, you do fighting. But Arjuna is not accepting this. So because it's not the point of It's not the point of getting the material pleasure. Now, Arjuna is desiring to know from where this lamentation is coming actually. What is the root cause? He is not seeing that material pleasure is going to stop this origin of this lamentation. He wants to know actually from where this lamentation is coming, why this intelligence is bewildered now, not able to decide what is right properly. So that's why he's saying, Avapya bhuma vasapatnam ruddham rajyam suranam apichadipatyam. Even Krishna, if I get the entire earth planet to rule, and even if I get the pleasure in the heaven, but this soka will never go. It will never go. Because the main point is here. So his pain, which is coming out of bodily attachment, that cannot be stopped, his understanding at least. That cannot be stopped by the material enjoyment. Something is there, I should know, and which can make me clear and to fight. Based upon the material pleasure, he doesn't want to fight actually. He wants to know what is his dharma. He wants to know who is he. And he wants to know the root cause of his lamentation. He wants to know why he is bewildered in deciding dharma. That he wants to know. That will not be wiped off just by getting the material pleasure. Just simply winning the fight and getting the material pleasure. So that is not going to stop. He wants to know the cause. Okay, tomorrow we'll see the remaining thing. Thank you very much. One second. Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Pranam.
Yeah, Prabhuji, two small points, two small queries. One, you said about the senses drying up. So what is the deep meaning of senses drying up? And the second question is that you said that Krishna told Krishna ji told Arjun that when you go into the enjoyment of the kingdom, that is, you absorb yourself in the enjoyment of kingdom, then your pain will disappear. So why did he tell this? Pain will disappear. These are the two questions.
Yeah. So because of this lamentation, his senses are being dried up. So that means crying, and all senses are drained. Mouth is drained. Eyes are drained because of lamentation, crying. And Krishna is saying, just fight and get enjoyment and indulge in that enjoyment, and everything will be over. Enjoy. Enjoy this material pleasure. But Arjuna is saying, no, even if I get entire earth planet, even if I get the pleasure in the Swarga, still this this pain will not go. Because Arjuna wants to know what is the root cause for his confusion. He doesn't want to decide to fight just based upon material pleasures. that is not going to stop his problem. What is the real cause actually? What is the real cause for this lamentation? That means he already is in a confusion state. He wants to know what is the cause for his confusion state, why he is not able to decide what is right for him. He doesn't want to decide what is right for him just based upon some pleasure, some material pleasure. That means he already in that state that if I fight, then that is a Gurudroha. And but I am a Kshatriya, I should fight. That is my nature. And my nature is as a Kshatriya, I should fight. So based upon nature, he should fight. But why he is not able to fight now? He is thinking that it is a Gurudroha. It's right or wrong actually. Thinking like this. And he wants to know a clear understanding actually. He wants to get the clear understanding about the doing his dharma. That means he wants to, even if he wants to fight, but he has to get the full satisfaction in doing that by understanding clearly actually. Not that they just now you'll get the material pleasure and you do fight. No. Your understanding.
Yes, Prabhuji. So what I'm understanding is this, that this entire samvad, the entire conversation which is taking place is that Krishna is making Arjuna lead to the point to understand the real cause or the real meaning for this lamentation. That is what I understand.
Dharma based on what we should decide. Dharma we should decide based upon material platform. That means material pleasure or what? How to decide what is right for me? And also, that is the thing Arjuna wanted to know actually. Based upon what he has to decide his next action, either to fight or not to fight. And also, he wants to know from where this lamentation is coming. You know, you are not the body, you are the soul, and you know all the knowledge. For you, it may look very easy. But person who is in the bewildered state, he doesn't know. Assume that someone doesn't know what is body, what is soul, and what is what. And that person is asking. Your understanding?
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Going on.
Pranam Prabhuji. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Guru Maharaj.
Sure.
Prabhuji, Pandava's side we are considering it's a righteous side. But in first place, they lost the kingdom twice. Then Yudhishthir Maharaj lost his brothers, then himself. Then he lost Draupadi. And when everything got, and again, and they knew that Shakuni is a crooked person. Shakuni was playing not the Duryodhan. And then on top of that, then again, everything is over. And then again challenged. And that time he agrees for 12 plus 1 year, 13 years exile and all those things. So how Pandava's side is righteous? Means, yes, gambling, what happened in gambling, everything is understandable. But when they know that they are playing against a crooked person whose intention is to take everything away. So
Because
how to understand this particular thought?
he's a dharma, he's following dharma. Whenever king is challenged to fight or otherwise to play game, they has to play. That's his dharma actually. As Dharma Shastras are saying. Dharmaraj, Yudhishthira is Dharmaraj, who knows dharma very perfectly. He's a king, and if he is challenged by another king to play game, then he has to. But for other varnas, it is rejected. It's condemned. He is following dharma. Others are cheating, then that's why they are destroyed. He is very strongly standing on the dharma and showing to the society. For following dharma, one may get the pain or pleasure. So one should do that without any fail. One should follow the dharma. So apparently, on the based upon material enjoyment, we may see, oh, he may get the loss, so he should not do. But people who are in the higher consciousness, they don't think like that. So it may be the loss, or it may be gain, or it may be losing anyone or anything. Whatever is dharma, they do that. Whatever is the thing should be done, irrespective of pain and pleasure to the body and senses and mind, they do. And they are very strong actually on that. That's a common man thing that it is, oh, it's wrong. Okay.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Can I ask one more question about the Arjuna, who is preparing his entire life for this war and who spent the time with Krishna? And now at this moment, means like in the verse 8, Krishna is even suggesting him to go to Dvaipayan, that is Vyas Muni. And suddenly, I mean, I never heard about this particular explanation by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, that Krishna asked him to go to Dvaipayan Muni, and then Arjuna is indicating that there is no one else other than Krishna in three worlds. So till now, I'm not seeing anything that Arjuna is really getting something important indication that, because till now he is considering Krishna as his friend. So what made him think that Krishna is the supreme?
In many situations, Krishna proved his abilities better than anyone. He's a powerful, intelligent person. So you can see in the past, he guided them in many situations. He protected them in many situations where no one did anything, but he protected. Even in the Aranya Parva, if you see, in many situations, he is guiding his family in a right way. All the time he is helping. There, actually. Yes. Okay.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Pranam.
Thank you very much. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyo cha padganam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.